Well, it's Meghan's birthday, and what do we have here? It's Kate on the cover of People magazine. And why is this relevant? It's relevant because People magazine has been an ally of Meghan for so long, and the Harkles as a couple, that it's strange that they are gaslighting our Duchess of Sussex in this way. But let's find out why is this happening. Welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and it would be great if you join us by just liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell. Let's get down to it. Oh well, I sent my wishes to the Duchess of Sussex earlier today on Twitter. Well, it was in fact just part of a social experiment. I wanted to see your reactions. You know, I'm that kind of guy. But People's magazine cover is real, and this is relevant because we have this relationship over the years with People magazine covering the Harkles since 2017 in such a way that you would say, how can they, on Meghan's birthday, it's not that they are putting anyone on the cover, they're putting Catherine on the cover, and they are calling, yes, the making of a queen. How Kate is shaping her role for the modern world and modeling herself on the reigning queen. Never complain, never explain. If we go back, if we trace back that story with People magazine, we see the Harkles and headlines like this. Why She's the One, the surprising love story of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. This was the beginning, right? It was, we were looking at the engagement, everything that was this fairy tale back then. And in January 2018, doing it their way. You know, they were special. Meghan Markle was the American princess, changing the royal rules. You know, that narrative that they wanted to plant upon this relationship. And it was working. It worked at the time. Now, that same year, in 2018, the headlines began to change a little bit. As you see, exclusive details. Meghan Grace under pressure. How the new royal is coping with family drama, trouble trusting friends, and the challenges of the spotlight. Not to mention that ambiguous headline, what is really like being royal? Like Meghan was the royal, more royal than the rest of the royal family. You know how it is. You know what the narrative was at that moment. We're talking about 2018, Meghan's first 60 days. As time goes by, you begin to notice that people insist on this narrative of Meghan the victim, and they double down on it a couple times. Exclusive, her best friends break their silence. The truth about Meghan. I'm going to talk in detail about this. Upset by the heartbreaking lies and bullying aimed at Meghan, her real friends open up about the woman they know and love. But before, I want to take a look at that November 2019 issue. Emotional new interview. Boy, they didn't know what to expect 2 years later. Meghan's anguish. Feeling vulnerable and under constant attack, the new royal mom opens up about her private pain amid Harry's fears that she will suffer like his mother, Princess Diana. You know, that was, well, that was the story. That was Meghan's story. She was repeating, or was said to repeat, Diana's story. Oh my God, that was dramatic enough. But regarding that truth about Meghan, those best friends, People magazine was instrumental in planting one of the biggest Meghan Markle stories of 2018. The fact that Meghan Markle's best friends break their silence. We want to speak the truth. If I'm thrown some kind of curveball, I always think, I gotta talk to Meg. A friend tells People in this week's cover story. This happened, and I quote some extracts from that article. Meghan Markle's close friends are opening up for the first time about the woman they know and love. This is important to mention because it's this relationship between People magazine and Meghan Markle. You might think, and I think too, that this was just PR stunts made by Sunshine Sachs, or just paid pieces, okay? But in this case, they are implying that these 5 undisclosed identity friends were talking for Meghan. They were stepping up to talk about her and defend her from all this bullying, this international bullying. And I continue. Stand up against the global bullying we are seeing and speak the truth about our friend, says a longtime friend and former co-star. Well, in candid interviews, the women who requested anonymity to protect the private relationships they hold dear, well, that is suspicious enough, but let's continue. Set the record straight on everything from Meghan's relationship with her dad, this is important, to an up-close view of her wedding, to the reality of her day-to-day life at Kensington Palace, Nottingham Cottage. That's where Meghan was living at that moment. And of course, they wanted to paint that housewife image. Meg cooks for herself and Harry every single day. Oh, how cute. How cute is that? And regarding her family, Meghan's relationship with her dad, Thomas Markle, and half-sister Samantha, they have been made to appear as siblings who had this falling out, and that's not the truth at all. They were not a part of her life. These are her friends coming out to talk about Thomas Markle and her half-sister Samantha, about something that Tom Bauer already disproved on his book Revenge. And I continue. As for Meghan's father, who has said he can't reach Meghan, he knows how to get in touch with her, adds the longtime friend. He's never called. He's never texted. It's super painful. We already know, thanks to Tom Bauer, that this is a lie. And it's even more suspicious when you see the tone of this so-called friends and her anonymous condition. I don't know what about you, but I have serious doubts. When you see her at walkabouts, when she crouches down to talk to the kids and genuinely has real conversations with people, that's Meg. That's how she crouches down with our kids at home. That's how she plays with them. That's how she engages with people and how she always has. I would ask, are you really sure that we're talking about the same Meghan Markle? Well, I guess that's what friends are for, right? But I made a question on Twitter because I had my doubts. How is it possible that these identities are still secret? That is, who are those 5 friends of Meghan who spoke to People magazine? Are their identities still secret? And I received some compelling answers, such as Casey's, well, number 1, Meghan, 2, Meghan, 3, Meghan, 4, Meghan, and 5, Meghan. That makes sense. And Marcelli, who answered Meg, Rachel, Pearl, Meghan, and Mrs. Mountbatten Windsor. But besides the trolling, I love trolling, okay? And you know that I wish Meghan's happy birthday as a very subtle trolling on my part. There were 2 answers that I'm going to be delving inside those answers further. But according to Tom Bauer, Lindsay Roth was one of them, and pretty sure Abigail Spencer was the former co-star. Thanks, Blue Crow, for that answer. And Princess Mrs. B, my guess is Jessica Mulroney, Genevieve Hills, Abigail Spencer, Lindsay Roth, and Daniel Martin. That was Daniel was her makeup artist. I don't remember that, but I think he's mentioned on Tom Bauer's book too. But well, the Duchess of Sussex has identified the 5 close friends. She didn't even know who they were. Oh, how dramatic! How soap opera is this? The Duchess of Sussex has identified the 5 close friends who gave an interview to People magazine criticizing her father. But denies she authorized them to do it in the latest bombshell documents released as part of her high court battle against the press. So she didn't know who they were, and she denied any permission or authorization. She had nothing to do with it. They just reunited, and let's talk about Meghan, not telling her, and let's go to People magazine and let's say all this. Really? Sus. Have no other word for that. And People magazine was complicit of that. That's why I'm telling you, we have to know history to understand why putting Kate on the cover right now on Meghan's birthday is all plain trolling, gaslighting. If you want to make it, like an actual attack. But wait, there's more. In February 2020, their fresh start. Nature walks with Archie, house hunting, and pop-in charity visits. Friends say the couple is relieved to begin their new life. Plus, how they plan to earn money. Well, that was never revealed on the article, by the way. And in August 2020, their side of the story. Friends speak out. In a bombshell new book, insiders reveal how the couple fell in love, the tensions with William and Kate, and what finally made them walk away. You know, all this narrative that they were struggling, they were pressured, there was bullying, etc. And we also have this, of course, couldn't miss it. The March 2021 issue, Our Pain, Our Truth. Inside the interview that shocked the world, the couple speak out about racism, conquering despair, and whether the family rift can ever heal. Now, this was the last time one of the last times we saw Meghan on the cover of People magazine. I looked for Meghan Markle and People magazine cover 2021, and this was the last time I saw her, or I could find Meghan on People's magazine on 2021. Because in June 2021 of that year, Prince Harry speaks, Loss and Pain and Finding Peace. The royal, just him, reveals his anguish about the death of his mom, Princess Diana, the total silence and neglect from his family, and how Meghan and therapy saved him. But no picture of Meghan. It's just a hearsay, okay? And then, in January 2022, you will remember this cover. It was when Betty White was about to turn 100, and sadly she passed away before that issue hit the stands. But you can see on the upper right corner, Harry and Meghan meet baby Lily. Was the first picture of baby Lilibet, and Meghan just made to the corner of People magazine. Don't you think that's a bit strange? After the bombshell interview with Oprah, they just got, when Lily finally revealed Lily's first photo, just the corner of the magazine. And in May 22, the Prince Harry interview on fatherhood, Meghan, and how the Invictus Games transformed his life. And that's it. No Meghan Markle. No more Meghan Markle on the cover of People magazine. I also searched for Meghan Markle, People magazine cover 2022, and nothing. The only thing we got is this upper right corner and this small reference to Meghan in this Harry interview. So either Sunshine Sachs and Meghan's strategy is not interested anymore in People magazine, and it's strange because that is one of the biggest magazines in the US. That is her target market, so to speak. And that is strange. That is either they're pivoting to another kind of angle, like a more political angle or more activist angle, and they are not that interested in this kind of magazines, or People magazine wanted maybe some exclusives with them, and they refused. So they said, "Oh, is that so? You're gonna go that road? Well, then you are like how to say that, excluded from our A list." That's why we got what we got. How Kate Middleton is modeling herself on Queen Elizabeth. Never complain, never explain, on Meghan Markle's birthday, nonetheless. This is huge. We are witnessing an actual fallout of a relationship between Meghan Markle and one of the biggest magazines in the US. Who knows if Meghan is pivoting, is changing her strategy or something, but as my good friend Duchess Marmalade said, People magazine used to be firmly in Meghan's corner. It's where her 5 friends had their story published to give a pro-Meghan narrative. People now featuring Catherine will not go unnoticed by all those who previously counted on the magazine to plant Meghan's PR stories. And it's relevant to mention that People magazine still calls Catherine Kate Middleton. I will allow this time just because this is very good trolling of Meghan. If anyone trolls Meghan, well, I'm going to look the good in it. I'm going to look for the good points on it. Okay, let's try to find good news around us. I don't think this was nice to point out. My body language buddies, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and it will always be my pleasure to be here speaking about trends, body language, behavior, what is going on with the world. And of course, don't forget to follow me on my second channel, The Royal Rogue, where I live stream. I'm going to begin doing my live stream soon there. So just search for me and go for the link in the description. The Royal Rogue is my other YouTube channel. As usual, remember the 2 most important words: much love and bliss. Take care. Love you all.